So you know you want to ride a directional board, a surfboard, but you don't know. I mean, the big question everyone has at this point is, do I put straps on it or do I go strapless? You know, everyone, or a lot of people generally want to eventually ride strapless simply because at the moment that's the fashion. You know, you see all these guys doing all these amazing tricks where they're sticking the board in between their legs, broomsticking it, and then, you know, kite looping off, dropping the board, dropping back down on it and kiting off like nothing's happened, yeah? It's cool. It's really cool at the moment, okay? But that doesn't mean that you necessarily need to go down that road straight away. Now, there are a lot of arguments to and fro on this one. But what I always say to people when they're first starting out on a directional board, on a surfboard, if they have the choice, put some straps on it. Okay, now the argument I always hear, no, take the straps off because they get in the way. Yeah, I understand that. They do get in the way when you start to turn, okay? But to start with, you're going to struggle just to get up and riding on the damn thing. Okay, so make your life easy. Put straps in there. Straps make it much easier to keep hold of the board when you're water starting. And then in those first few meters that you're actually starting to ride, it makes it just much easier to keep the board on your feet. Yes, sure. Once you start to think about jibing, about tacking the board, about turning the board, about doing different things, then the straps might start getting in the way, and there might be an idea to get rid of them. But to start with, I would always recommend people put the straps on just to get going, just to make the water start easier, so you can actually keep the damn thing on your feet while you're getting going. Now, this depends a little bit on the conditions. Or if you've got a perfect flat water location, you know, where it's waist deep and you can stand up and just literally plop the board on your feet and off you go, maybe not, maybe you don't need them. Most of us don't have that. You know, if you've got any form of chop, if you don't have those straps on your feet, every little bit of chop is just going to steal that board away from you and make just getting going a nightmare. So I would say, look, to start with, especially if you're in somewhere fairly choppy, stick the straps on, make your life easy. Once you get riding, for sure, and you think about turning and things like that, then you can start thinking about getting rid of the straps. But one thing I would say, you know, I love strapless riding. It's my thing, you know, I love it. But there are still days here when I'll stick the straps on. You know, if it will increase my enjoyment that day. I'm not so fanatical about strapless that I won't put straps on. If we've got a big, dumpy, fairly onshore day here, I'll stick the straps on. Why? Because I know every time I come off that board, that wave's going to steal it and take it all the way back to the shore. And if I got the straps on, I've got a much more chance of keeping the damn thing on my feet rather than having it stolen out from under me every single time. So again, adjust and adapt to the condition. Just because you're a strapless rider doesn't mean that you can't stick the straps back on again if it's going to make more sense to do that. So try not to get caught in that mentality of strapless is best or strapped is best. You know, it doesn't matter. Mix and match. As with all things in kitesurfing, the more flexible you are, the more fun you're going to have and the faster you're going to progress, okay? So that would be my thoughts on the strapped versus strapless argument. Okay guys, get out there and do it. I hope to see you on the water soon. Goodbye.